A Musical Theatre Guide. Chapter 1. Musical theatre is the music used in plays. Musical theatre and musicals info. There are regular live plays in New York, London, and most mid-sized cities. Some have music in them. If there is a lot, they call them musicals. If it's all music, it's called an opera. Musical theatre is the stuff they show on CBC TV Sunday afternoons. It's a regular play except that the players sing a part or all of the dialogue or a musical group performs songs. It's similar to opera, but opera is a play where absolutely everything is sung. There can be dialogue in a musical. I saw a Jekyll and Hyde musical. If they can make a musical out of that story, they can make one out of anything. There are plays and musicals performed regularly in large cities with a lot of tourists. In some cities, they have a theater district for plays. New York, London, Los Angeles, and Vegas regularly. Most theater houses put on 1 or 2 musicals per season. A list of theater districts in the U.S. Boston Theater District. Washington Street, Tremont Street, Boylston Street, and Huntington Avenue. Broadway, Manhattan, is a smaller part of the bigger theater district. Theater District, Manhattan, bounded by West 40th Street on the south, West 54th Street on the north, 6th Avenue on the east and 8th Avenue on the west, includes Times Square. Playhouse Square is a theater district in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Broadway Theater District, Los Angeles. 12 movie palaces located along a 6-block stretch of Broadway. Downtown, Tacoma, Washington. Bounded east-west by A Street and Tacoma Avenue, and north-south by South 7th Street and South 25th Street. Houston Theater District, neighborhood of Houston in Harris County, Texas. Avenue of the Arts, Philadelphia. Segment of Broad Street. Yiddish Theater District. 2nd Avenue, between Houston Street and East 14th Street in the East Village in Manhattan. Buffalo Theater District, neighborhood of Buffalo in Erie County, New York. Bounded roughly by Washington, Tupper, Pearl, and Chippewa Streets. NAMT.org, National Alliance for Musical Theater. Resources for theater music. Create a musical. NAMT.org/guide. mdaishows.com, Music Theater International. Resources and lists of shows. Encyclopedia at musicals101.com. Lots of resources. Musical theater websites at musicamounts.org. Search musical theater. opera-opera.com.au, Opera, Australian musical theatre, some articles online. Juno.com/opera, Juno Lyric Opera, AK, USA, opera and musical theatre, since 1975. davidshannon.co.uk, Shannon, David, official website of the West End musical theatre performer. angelfire.com/in/wolfmania/index.html, Wolfmania, personal page about musical theatre and opera created by a singer for singers and people who appreciate the art. broadwaybest.com.au, Broadway Best, Australian store specialising in musical theatre on CD, sheet music, and DVD. disney.co.uk/musical theatre, Disney Musical Theatre, official website for the creators of The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. dmtw.co.uk, definitive musical theatre website, dedicated to West End and Broadway musical theatre, featuring the work of Cameron McIntosh and Andrew Lloyd Webber, with news, listings, biographies, sights and sounds, and links. donmesser.com, Don Messer's Violin, a musical stage show starring fiddling legend Frank Leahy. ElainePage.com, Page, Elaine, the official website, the First Lady of British musical theatre. HeathcliffMusical.com, Heathcliff, Sir Cliff Richard stars in the musical production of Heathcliff, combining the best of dramatic theatre and rock music. Mastersofthehouse.co.uk, The Masters of the House, a tribute to the world of musical theatre performed by former stars of Les Miserables and other West End musicals. Musicalstages.co.uk, Musical Stages Online, online companion to Musical Stages magazine, Britain's only glossy mag dedicated to international musical theatre. musictheatre.co.uk, Music Theatre, UK-based website dedicated to musical theatre worldwide with news, reviews, listings, features, and stag email. NashvilleNightlife.com, Nashville Nightlife, entertainment theatre, including breakfast and dinner musical performances. PeterEkstrom.com, Peter Ekstrom, this site describes the musical theatre works of Peter Ekstrom. RonBoehmer.com, the official Ron Boehmer internet site, dedicated to the musical theatre performer of The Phantom of the Opera, Sunset Boulevard, Les Miserables, and others. TheatreBreaks.com, London. TheatrePlanet.com. TriumphOfLove.de, Triumph of Love, European premiere of the sassy Broadway musical at Kelly Theatre, Stuttgart. GovAP.org, Greater Ottumwa Vocal Arts Project. Musicals categories at culi.org/en/arts/performing_arts/theatre/musicals. Subcategories: Composers, Performers, Scripts, Chats and Forums, Directories, Fan Pages, News and Media, Resources. Musicals websites at culi.org/en/arts/performing_arts/theatre/musicals/full-index.html. Titleofshow.com, official site of the musical about two friends who write a musical. sirmuse.com. ALL4ONETHEMUSICAL.com, All for One, the musical. Allmusicals.com. Angelfire.com/musicals/Bugsy Malone, Bugsy Malone. Angelfire.com/musicals/Glamours SE, Pageant the musical. Angelfire.com/al/Revelations musical, Revelations, the musical. Angelfire.com/music/mekee/the machine.htm, the machine. AnneAndGilbert.com, Anne and Gilbert. BambinoMusical.com, The Curse of the Bambino Musical. BarkTheMusical.com, Bark. BroadwayMusicalHome.com. BuddyTheMusical.com, Buddy, the Buddy Holly Story. CivilWarMusical.com, Reunion, a musical epic in miniature. Disney.go.com/theater/The Little Mermaid, The Little Mermaid. EvilDeadTheMusical.com, Evil Dead the Musical. FrankensteinTheMusical.com, Frankenstein the Musical. FredBarton.com, Miss Gulch Returns. HYPOTHESIS-ROCK-OPERA.com, Hypothesis. InTheMoodLive.com, In the Mood Live, 1940s Musical Review. JKarenReich.com, A Jew Grows in Brooklyn. JulianWagstaff.com/JPJ/JPJ, John Paul Jones. KingsburyCreations.com, Treasure Island. LittleWomenOnBroadway.com, Little Women the Musical. Mama I Want Tosing.com, Mama, I Want to Sing, the groundbreaking black musical. Midmod.com/magenta.html, Discovering Magenta. MonstersTheMusical.com, Monsters the Musical. Musicals.itgo.com, Judy Garland the Musical. Musicalsandlyrics.com. NewlineTheatre.com/highfippage.html, High Fidelity. NextToNormal.com, Next to Normal. NightOfTheSingingDead.com, Night of the Singing Dead. OnetHeMusical.blogspot.com, One the Musical. RasputinTheMusical.com, Rasputin the Musical. ReeferMadness.org, Reefer Madness, the Musical. RespectAMusicalJourney.com, Respect, a Musical Journey of Women. SesameStreetLive.com, Sesame Street Live. SparexEcho.com, In Spite of Reason. SPIRIT7THFIRE.com, Spirit, the Seventh Fire. StarPlay.com, StarPlay. StephenFoster.com, Stephen Foster the Musical. That's life. themusical.tripod.com, that's life. That's whatkidsdo.com, that's what kids do. thegloryroad.com, the glory road. walkwithpatsycline.com, a closer walk with Patsy Cline. whybuythecow.tripod.com, the sorceress. witchhaunt.worldbreak.com/witch.html, witchhaunt. Musicals resources at cully.org/en/arts/performing_arts/theater/musicals/resources. theaterhistory.com/american/musical030.html, American Musical Theatre, an introduction. chantelmusic.co.uk, Chantel Music. Representation for several musicals including Wild Wild Women, Lady or the Tiger, and Love Match. infography.com/4386276395224.html, infography about American musical theatre. kjartan.co.uk/showbiz, Kjartan Poskett stage shows. Details of shows ideal for amateur or semi-pro casts, including the rock and roll historical Henry the Tudor Dude. mdaishows.com, Music Theatre International. Official site of the licensor for musicals and plays. License a show online, see what's new, and take a virtual tour. musicalsaustralia.com, Musicals Australia. The home of Australian musical theatre. Includes Henry Sackwald's Theatre Track, the longest-running musical theatre radio show in the world. angelfire.com/ms/shows, the musicals collection. Includes behind-the-scenes information, synopsis, MIDI files, song lists, links, and pictures for various musicals. musicals.net, musicals.net. Lyrics, song list, synopsis, and other various information about musicals.